This is breaking news from RTV6, working for you.
We're on top of two big stories now at 5. A tanker carrying fuel crashes and explodes. The fire is out, but cleanup and closures will last for hours.
And a deadly shooting downtown in a parking garage at Circle Center Mall.
We begin with the tanker crash that sent thick smoke and flames into the air on the east side this afternoon at I-465 and I-70 on the east side.
And the driver is in critical condition as crews work to clean up thousands of gallons of jet fuel. RTV6's Nicole Griffin is live on the scene. Nicole, rush hour is underway, but parts of the highway are still closed, right?
Yeah, there's still several closures in this area tonight, and one of those closures you can see right here behind us. It's the ramp from I-465 southbound to I-70 eastbound. Right now, there is a tow truck on scene trying to clear that debris from the tanker at this hour. State police telling us tonight's commute home is going to be very congested, and you should expect delays. Here's what we know about what happened tonight. Investigators say the tanker was coming around the curve on I-465 southbound, heading to I-70 eastbound when he hit the guardrail, lost control, and overturned the tanker. After that, investigators say the tanker opened up and 4,000 pounds of jet fuel began to spill in both directions on that ramp. A spokeswoman with the Indianapolis Fire Department says the difficult part for firefighters was actually getting to the scene here and having enough water to put out this large fire. You could see a large black cloud of smoke from miles away from the scene here. And tonight we do know the driver is in critical condition at Eskenazi Hospital. Investigators say it was Good Samaritans here on scene that helped him once that tanker exploded.
That the gentleman overturned the truck, got out of the truck on his own, and was standing there before and there might have been a small amount of fire, but he was standing near the truck when it exploded. That caused injury to him. He came down the hill where the bystanders put him out. The state police were able to put him in a car and care for him until IEMS got here.
I can tell you they did a very good thing, amazing work, and thankful to them this guy is alive based on their actions.
INDOT has 3 bridge inspectors here on the scene tonight trying to make an evaluation on both the top and the bottom of the bridge and determine how extensive the damage is tonight. We do know that exit ramp I-465 southbound to I-70 east is closed and will be closed for an extended period of time. At last check, INDOT also telling us I-70 eastbound here in this area is closed as well. We will provide you the very latest details as soon as we get them. Working for you tonight on the east side, Nicole Griffin, RTV6.
And right now, police are looking for a suspect in a deadly downtown shooting at a parking garage at Circle Center Mall. RTV6's Cornelius Hawker is there live. Cornelius, that parking garage is blocked off, but police say the public is not in danger at this time.
Yeah, that's what police want to get out to everyone, because as you can see right behind me, cars are moving through here freely. People are walking by, but you are not allowed to go inside of that parking garage because that's where police say the shooting happened. And although the investigation is early on, here's exactly what we know. Police say that they were called down to this parking garage to investigate, and they found a man who had been shot. That man was taken to a hospital here in the area, and that is where he died. Now, at this point, they believe the victim and the shooter knew each other, but they've not arrested anyone yet. And right now they're talking to witnesses who were in the parking garage at the time, and they plan to give us another update in the coming hours. Whenever we get that update, we'll be sure to pass it along to you right here on RTV6 News and over on the NEchannel.com and our app. Working for you in downtown Indy, Cornelius Hawker, RTV6.
Cornelius, thank you. The teenagers accused of murdering 4 young people in Indianapolis face court for the first time. The suspects in the recent quadruple murder on the northeast side appeared in front of a Marion County judge today. We saw 19-year-old Cameron Banks and his brother, 17-year-old Desmond Banks, walking to their hearings this afternoon. They, along with 19-year-olds Rodrice Anderson and LaShawn Watkins, are accused of planning a robbery that led to the shooting deaths of 4 people in early February at a neighborhood near 42nd and Midhofer Road. Tonight, we know the name of the woman who died after a shooting and multi-vehicle crash on the Westside Tuesday. The Marion County Coroner's Office identified her as 40-year-old Jane Wahfield. Wahfield died Tuesday morning after police say she was shot and her car was then involved in a 4-vehicle crash near Lafayette Road and 30th Street. We still have no information from police about a possible suspect, but officers described it as a directed and isolated incident.
A suspected serial robber is under arrest less than 24 hours after RTV6 told you about a growing problem. Wednesday, FBI agents told us they are tracking an increase in bank robberies across Indiana this year. Investigators say the spike was partly due to a couple of serial robbers, including 25-year-old James Taylor, believed to be responsible for at least 6 crimes. Taylor was arrested just before 1 p.m. today after another bank robbery at Lake City Bank at 96 in Michigan. He was one of 2 people arrested and accused in that robbery today. A Daleville woman will plead guilty to charges in connection with the 2018 hot car death of her 2-year-old son. Brittney Weibring has reached a plea agreement with Delaware County prosecutors. She will plead guilty to neglect of a dependent resulting in death. A change of plea hearing is scheduled for March 25th. She is facing a sentence of 20 to 30 years behind bars. Authorities say she was drinking and taking a nap when her son Jackson Stoltz crawled into a car and later died.
It's a dangerous and costly traffic issue speeding along a busy road on the east side. People who live on Emerson near 10th Street say it's just getting worse, and they're not sure where to turn to get drivers to slow down. RTV6's Megan Sanctorum is working for you, finding out why neighbors are so concerned.
Fast. It's like it's just too fast for a one-lane road.
Definitely can hear and feel when they go by, even when you're inside the house.
People gunning from stoplight to stoplight.
That's how people describe traffic along this stretch of Emerson Avenue.
It freaks you out, so it's just more chances to have an accident.
It can be concerning if you know kids are outside playing or something like that.
This father says he doesn't even let his child play outside in the front yard anymore because of it. He's also had to change where he parks his car. This is supposed to be a parking lane, but he tells us nobody really uses it because they're worried about their cars being hit and damaged, something he's experienced more than once.
Yeah, you can see I've just duct taped my mirror back onto my truck.
And he wants something to be done to slow drivers down.
He says he's reached out to police and other local leaders, but so far, nothing has changed.
I never really see anybody get stopped for speeding through here. I know in this neighborhood they're busy with a lot of things, but, you know, still be nice to see them pick up some of the speeders and crazy drivers.
Other neighbors agree and say they think additional traffic enforcement would go a long way.
I just think they need to have more presence right here with all the stores and walking people, more or less. You know, you're not going to zoom by an area where you see people pulled over a lot. It's going to red light you.
Working for you, Megan Sanctorum, RTV6.
Well, we asked police if they were aware of speeding issues on Emerson Avenue and what's being done to slow drivers down. We haven't heard back yet, but we will continue to follow this story.
I'm in the Storm Team 6 Tracking Center with Chief Meteorologist Kevin Gregory, and still a little bit of sunshine today. It kind of went away as the day went on.
It's been in and out.
Yeah.
Peekaboo sunshine, that's what I like to call it. Tomorrow, there will be no missing the sunshine. You'll have a shadow follow you all day long. That's a good deal. And it's Friday. And we will have hit rock bottom for temperatures and warmer temperatures on the way.
Oh, my goodness. Just bring it on, Kevin.
More.
Oh.
It's like one of those exciting commercials.
You're a great commercial right now.
All of this for $3.99. The cloud cover across central Indiana is slowly starting to break apart. Big area of high pressure off to the northwest will eat away at the cloud cover. Without the clouds tonight, and with the wind relaxing a little bit, temperatures will tumble into the lower teens. That's a biting, cold north wind, 10 to 15 miles per hour. 27 the temperature in Peru, Lafayette at 27, 30 in the metro area. We're duty bound to talk about wind chill temperatures. Feels like 16 in Peru, 17 in Lafayette. Temperatures only feel slightly better as you come to the south. Through the evening hours, skies clear. Temperatures fall, 22 at 11 o'clock tonight. What you'll wake up to in the morning, kids at the bus stop, 14 degrees. From that point, we'll start talking about our warm-up coming up.
President Trump's longtime friend Roger Stone was sentenced today to 40 months in prison after a trial that went on for months. ABC's Zoreen Shah shows you the judge had strong words for Stone and the White House.
Roger Stone emerged from federal court in Washington, D.C. Thursday, not saying a word, but with a smile on his face. Stone sentenced to 3 years and 4 months in prison with 2 years probation, far less than prosecutors' original recommendation. A judge saying a longer sentence, quote, would be unnecessary. Stone was convicted in November on 7 counts, including lying to investigators, obstruction of Congress, and witness tampering, all charges tied to Robert Mueller's 2016 Russian election interference probe. A possible pardon from President Trump had been looming over the trial. He's continued to criticize his longtime friend's case.
I'm following this very closely, and I want to see it play out to its fullest because Roger has a very good chance of exoneration, in my opinion.
The Justice Department amended its own prosecutor's sentence recommendation of up to 9 years, calling it too stiff. 4 prosecutors protested by quitting the case. The new prosecutor apologizing to the judge for the confusion caused by having 2 government sentencing memorandums. And Attorney General Bill Barr blasted Trump's tweets supporting Stone.
To have public statements and tweets make it impossible for me to do my job.
Democrats accusing Trump of abusing his power.
The president is again trying to manipulate federal law enforcement to serve his political interests.
Last week, President Trump said a 4-woman in the case had significant bias, and that led Stone to request a new trial. A judge now saying she's going to delay executing the sentence until she looks into this. So right now, unclear when Stone will actually start his prison time. Zoreen Shah, ABC News, Washington.
Still ahead at 5:30 on RTV6. We've all likely eaten some expired food, but usually stuff we forgot about in our own homes. But can a store legally sell expired goods? We dig into that on the Now Indy.
But first, learning life skills and preparing for the workforce at an early age. How it all starts with a box of cookies.
76th Street, State Road 37 in Fishers.
In less than an hour, you can share your opinion on plans for a former Marsh store on the southwest side of Indianapolis. A Decatur Township committee will discuss a request to rezone the old store on Kentucky Avenue near Man Road. Palmer Trucks wants to put a multi-use facility on the property. That meeting starts at 6 o'clock in the Goodwin Center on West Mooresville Road. It's open to the public. Last year, officials canceled plans to open a self-storage facility in that marsh after community backlash. Hiring Hoosiers is RTV6's initiative focused on jobs, resources, training, and education.
And while many of us fine-tuned our career skills in college or at a trade school, there's one group that is working on skills as young as grade school. In fact, it's the largest girl-run business. And as RTV6's Meredith Varick learned, Girl Scout cookie sales are more than just a fundraiser for these budding businesswomen.
Girl Scout cookies has taught me how to handle money, how to set goals.
It's the heart of Girl Scout cookie season, and while the money these girls will make will go towards a major reward, the skills they'll walk away with will make for an even greater bonus in the future.
And there's decision making, and then there's communication, and then business ethics and money management. And all of those are tied together within our leadership experience, where we want girls to have courage, confidence, and character to make the world a better place.
Not only preparing them for life, but the workforce.
Getting a chance to talk to more people and just stepping outside of my comfort zone and just talking to like strangers.
They're building websites, they're communicating through email to sell their cookies and their brand. They're greeting people. So I think all of that, when you look at that through that lens, is the power in the Girl Scout cookie program.
It's also an opportunity to expose these young women to entrepreneurship.
It's not just startups and innovative ideas. There's also social entrepreneurship. And so we know when the girls take these skills and then they put them into place in making the world a better place, which is part of our goal with Girl Scouts, how it really does all kind of trace back to the success and what they learned in the cookie program.
So while you do-si-do with your Thin Mints and thanks-a-lots, these girls may be scouting out your job.
We look at our Fortune 500 companies, only 5% of women CEOs are in those roles. And so we feel very confident that skills learned in Girl Scouts will help our girls achieve to grow that number beyond 5% in the future.
Working for you, Meredith Barrett, RTV6.
And if there's a young woman in your life who you think could benefit from joining the Girl Scouts, we put that info on hiringhoosiers.com. There you can also find out where you can buy Girl Scout cookies and help support these budding businesswomen. I'm a proud Troop 847.
Look at that. All right. Hey, and get this, Mattel is continuing its efforts to motivate and encourage young ladies by using Barbie to pay tribute to important women in history. The company has released the latest in its Barbie Inspiring Women series. Jazz singer Ella Fitzgerald, tennis legend Billie Jean King, and founder of modern nursing Florence Nightingale are the additions. Here comes Florence. Next, Ms. Nightingale. Mattel called the women incredible heroines of their time who took risks, changed rules, and paved the way for generations of girls. Those dolls cost $29.99.
Those are awesome.
Yeah.
Very neat.
They're probably a great gift, right?
Yes.
So I looked up Thanks-a-Lots.
Yes.
The cookies.
The cookies.
I told you it was a thing.
Well, but I just hadn't heard that
They're
name.
like shortbread with chocolate.
Yeah, exactly. Shortbread cookies with fudge on the bottom. Thanks-a-Lots.
New name.
And, you know,
Do
Girl
we sell
Scout
them here in
cookies
Indiana? If any Girl Scouts are watching, let us know if those are.
Send us a picture of one.
They used
or
to
a
be,
box.
when I was in Girl Scouts, they were animal crackers.
Okay.
And they were a little
Yes.
bigger. They were good.
Yeah.
Well, but thanks a lot when you get back.
Thank you.
A lot.
Gracias.
Yeah. Give me an update. It's Love Your Pet Day, by the way. Don't we all love our pets?
Yes.
No matter what happens, we love our pets. That's Rory Gregory. Somebody asked me if she was okay the other day because I hadn't seen her on TV recently.
Well, there she is.
And I was saying, well, I have a dog walking segment where I like to show your dogs. And so Rory, she gets enough publicity.
Rory was just on Friday.
Was she?
Just saying, I keep track.
See, she's on too much. There's the cloud cover, and this was pretty much on target with the forecast yesterday that would be eastern half of the state. It's coming off of Lake Michigan, the stream of clouds from north to south, and that sets the stage for a couple of flurries in the northern portion of the state, but I think a lot of these will fade away once the sun sets. Temperature, 30 degrees in Indy. We're all fairly close. Greenfield's at 25, 33 in Bedford. The next 12 hours will be our coldest. Let's tack on a few. Let's say next 18 hours. Then we'll start to turn the corner. See, this is what I like to do, is show your dogs, take them for a walk. All you have to do is send me a picture. Kevin.Gregory at WRTV6. It may take a second to let this soak in. That's Theodore. He's about 4 months old, and he's in the sink. Yeah.
Oh, Chihuahua.
Don't worry, the drain's closed.
It looks like it's going to be bath time.
He's a little guy, isn't he, Theodore? You are awesome. Thanks for dropping in this evening. Temperatures, they'll stay in the teens overnight into the morning hours, but 21 by the time we get to midnight tonight. 16 degrees in Indianapolis tomorrow morning, 14 in Lafayette and Peru. Cold, 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 but won't be that cold again within the 7-day planner. By noon tomorrow, 28. The biggest difference, sunshine from start to finish. That'll really help. The wind also starting to come out of the southwest, and that starts to turn the ship and will warm things up. The wind will be stronger on Saturday. Temperatures that are tomorrow noticeably warmer will take a nice jump as we get to Saturday. 47 for the high, still lots of sunshine. The change will be the wind gusting over 20 miles per hour. As we move to Sunday, 50 degrees for the temperature. There's your winds consistently out of the southwest around 15 to 25 through the day. Saturday, temperatures with lots of sunshine make their move to 40 already by noon, and the afternoon high temperature right at 47. We'll hold off on rain until Sunday night. Monday rain is likely, 47 degrees. It does turn colder. May see a rain-snow mix in the middle of next week with a high temperature of 36. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot. Now tag along. Peanut butter and jelly, cookies and milk, donuts and chicken. Donuts and chicken. Not so sure about that last pair there. It's a combination one fast food chain hopes will be a quick hit.